Welcome to the Typical Show. AJ King in the building with another typical update from the camp of Shatta, Wale, the African dancehall king, the music genius and the music god, the god of Ghana music industry himself. So Shatta Wale have come out to say something which is very deep. This goes to especially those who think they have formal education, which is schooling, so they can proud themselves with it. They have certificates, so they can do too with it and look down upon those who do not go to school or have this formal education. We will take a typical look into it because it is very deep. All right, shout out to every typical family member. I keep saying I will always appreciate you guys for the overwhelming love and support you guys keep showing me on this channel. I really appreciate it. Now let's jump into the update. Shatta Wale took to Facebook and posted this. Many people go to school, but the outcome today is bad. My brother, my sister, knowledge is wisdom from God. Education is a title mankind created. Be wise and make life better for yourself. When I read this, I said, wow, this is very deep and this is biblical and divine. And that is true because education, which is schooling, which is formal education, is limited to human beings. You are going there to learn another human being like you's knowledge. Let's say knowledge he has had, maybe divinely, then he's using to do something that is nice, is good. You also want to know that thing. So you go and learn that person's knowledge and pay money for it. So you are limited to human being and you have become a slave to that person's knowledge. That is education. But when you receive knowledge from God, that is what? Wisdom. And that one, you are not limited to any human being because you got it direct from God. You are with God and God's level. That makes you be able to overcome everything and rule over everything human or everything earthly, which is very true. If you go into the Bible like this, Daniel, if you read the book of Daniel, that talks about these four boys, Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. The Bible said these boys never went to school, but God gave them knowledge in literature and wisdom. And the king was looking for people he can rely on, who can give him advice, highly educated, highly intellectual and wise people. And the Bible said these four boys, they were tested, they were put together with doctors, with professors, people having doctorate and PhD, and they were tested. Astrologers, they were put together with big magicians who have gone to school to learn. But the Bible said in all areas when they were tested, they were found to be 10 times better than all these people they were tested with, these doctors and things. These boys that didn't go to school. And this thing, when I read it like this, I saw Shatta Wale himself, his life in this. Because if you study Shatta Wale life, that is what it is. These boys never succumb to anything humanly. When they even said they should bow, the whole country should bow to the God of the king, which is the statue, or bow to the king. They said no, they will only bow to God, and it's only God they believe in, and that is all. They will not kiss the ass of any human being, and that is where God gave them wisdom and make them overcome every circumstances and overcome everything, and they became successful and they won. If you check Shatta Wale said he will not succumb to anything or the industry players. He will not kiss their asses and not follow their principles and things. He will only follow God. Or God brought him to this earth and God gave him this talent and this music thing that he's doing. So he only believes in God, and God has given him wisdom, and see how his life is ruling over all these educated people who sit on TV and speak big grammar and all these things. And then also these so-called industry players and all these things. And they find means and ways to destroy them. See Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the Bible, the same thing. Because they refuse to succumb to what the king and his people are doing and refuse to kiss their asses and only believe in what God has put in their heart to do and follow it. They find every means and ways to destroy them, put them in fire to destroy them. But the more they try to destroy them, the more they become great and successful. Why? Because they were operating in the wisdom of God. They were living in the wisdom of God. They've given themselves to only God's wisdom, and they refuse to succumb to any human being's wisdom. And this is what Shatta Wale himself, his life is. He has refused to succumb himself to any human being's wisdom. And he's only living in the wisdom and the knowledge of God. And these educated people think that they are better. And they always hate him and jealous him. But They find means and ways to bring him down since 2004 to now 20 years. But the more they do, the more his career be booming, becoming successful. Why? Because he has given himself to the knowledge of God, which is the wisdom of God, and not the knowledge of men, not what they are saying. It doesn't follow their rules and things, but only follow the rules of God. Because these industry players, they are nobody. They are not the people who gave him the music talent, the ideas to create music and things. It's God who gave it to him. So because of that, he always acknowledge God and go to God concerning this music thing and this talent he has given him, for God himself to direct him on how he should use it on this end. And God is doing it for him, and he's becoming successful. Check the other ones who are following the ways of the industry players, the rules of the industry players, the principles of the industry players, and check their life. If you can compare them to Shatta Wale. Shatta Wale is 10 times better in all areas than them. There is this another person which I love so much, and that is Lyrical Joe. His life too is the same thing. Lyrical Joe dropped out from JHS2. He didn't even write BCE. But look at the command he has over English and what he does with rap, to the extent that he that didn't go to school. Today, a lot of universities use the way he's able to create words with wisdom, his IQ, how he's able to form words to teach literature people. And this is what people are paying thousands of dollars to get a certificate on, to learn, to get PhD, to get masters and get degree on. So, and they will even come back home and still, if you give them tests, to be able to create or weave words together, create poem or something, they can't do it. But see, Lyrical Joe, he's doing it for free. Meanwhile, he didn't go to any school. He received it from God. He put his trust, his faith in God, and God has given him the talent. He follow God. See him today. See Lyrical Joe. If you put him together with any rapper in the world, he's 10 times better than them. Just as the Bible said that these boys in all areas, they were tested. Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, and Daniel. They were found to be 10 times better than their colleagues and their peers. See Shatta Wale, see Lyrical Joe, the two of them. If you go to the rap scene, nobody. Lyrical Joe is unmatched. He's the world intellectual rapper. See music in general. Shatta Wale, see in Ghana here, nobody is unmatched. He's 10 times better than the industry, far ahead, and than his colleagues and the whole industry. See Lyrical Joe. Far. See all those who rather have gone to school. They are rapping in tree and things, and they cannot even weave proper grammar in English and things. And look at him. He has command over it. And see the wisdom, the way the wisdom is able to use to weave his rap lines and things. Deep. Where did he get it from? That's why I say he's the supernatural superstar. And this is from God. And this is exactly what Shatta Wale is talking about here. That your life will be better if you are able to operate in God's wisdom and forget about human beings' wisdom, which is the intellectual things, and then the schooling thing. It's good if you have the means to go to the school, but that is very limited. You should know that you are learning, or you have subjected yourself to another human being like you's knowledge. That is it. Another human being like you's knowledge. That's what you should understand. So that rather makes you inferior. And that kind of knowledge is foolishness unto God. But if you give yourself to God and God give you his wisdom, his knowledge, it makes you superior. And that is why Shatta Wale is the God of Ghana music industry, and he's the superior, and they can never take it away from him. This is the secret. And that's why Lyrical Joe too is reigning in the rap scene, and nobody, 100 million years, still nobody can do it like him, unless the person come down and also focus on God and get wisdom from God like him. Nobody, generation upon generation, nobody. These two, I'm telling you, they are dear to my heart. We'll meet again.